Greetings, folks. Dan Rosenthal here, your instructor for CIS 110. Hope you're all doing well. So we are in the midst of Word Module 3 right now, and we're working on the resume that's in a table, contained in a table. And I've had a few questions over the last couple days regarding the top row of this table. As you can see here, this is the row where you have the person's name and address. Now, the process that I went through to create this assignment was in the desktop version of Word, and I also did some work in the cloud-based version of Word, Word 365. But I am realizing from some of your questions and comments that this top row is a little more tricky to create, the splits in Word 365, the cloud-based app. So let me just take a second here and I'll show you how to do that. Let me open a document here, blank document. This is Word 365, so we're in the cloud-based version. You can tell right from up here. I've got a little cloud there showing it's saved. Okay, the first step, looking at the starting document, the resume, when you work with tables, the first thing to do is decide what your overall table format will be. I can see here that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. And I have 1, 2, 3 columns. Now I'm counting just below here. Up here in this first row there's 2 columns, but let's just look at this as a 1, 2, 3 by 9 table. So I will implement that now by Insert tab and a table. And normally you can drag out and get exactly what you want for the table size. However, it's limited to 8 here. So I will go to my Insert Table dialog, and I will manually insert the criteria for the table. A 3 by 9 table. Okay, great. Now, looking again at our document, we can see here that the point at which we have this split between columns 1, 2, and 3, the point where column 2 sits, which is a divider. So these skinny blank ones are essentially, we're using them as dividers in Word. That's why we're doing this. This gives us a different way to lay out the document. It's a little easier, and I can contain everything in one place. So this gives me a chance to create a divider over here at about 25% on the page. So let's set that up first here in this document. Dragging column widths, we know we'll get a tool that shows us how we can adjust the sizing of the columns. I'm going to set this all the way over here at about 25%. This is a 6.5 inch wide table, so we're over here somewhere. I'm going to go to the right just a bit, past 1.5 a little bit. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is create this first row and the way this works up here compared to how this works. So we're going to go with the first row in our 9 row table, and what I will do is if I were to try to, let's say I wanted to merge these two, it's the merge feature that we're going to use to drop the number of cells down. We want to go from 3 to 2. So to do that, we use merge. Notice when I'm in the table and I've selected something in the table, I get these contextual menu items here. If I go to table layout and I want to take these 3, this is what some of you have tried to do, take these 3 cells and drop them to 2, and I choose merge cells, which is totally the normal way to do it. I could drop them straight down to a single row to start with. Select this single cell in this row, then split these cells. Now this is where the trouble has come in for some of you. In Microsoft Word 365, it will only let me split the cells at a multiple of what's already there in the table. So I have 3 columns here. I want to create 2, but it won't let me. It will tell me that if I try to put in 2, entry must be a multiple or factor of 3. Okay, so this is a design feature somehow of Microsoft Word 365, probably to make things simpler for people. Here's what we'll do. I'm at 1 right now. If I choose 3, that puts it back to where it was. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose 6. And I'm going to say OK. Now look what's happened here. I've already changed where these columns appear in the table. But what it's done here is it's split each one individually. So it's placed a column division at the halfway point of each one of these cells. Okay, fair enough. Now, looking back at our original, I want this division for our top row between these two cells to be right in the middle of the document. So how do I achieve that? Well, if I come back here, you'll notice that I have a cell that sits right here. The halfway point is somewhere around here, 3+ inches. If I were to split this cell, and now we can kind of see how Microsoft Word 365 handles it. It gives me the dialog again. I want to split this into two, so a split in half. And look what's happened here. It's placed a column division right where I need it. Now, to fix this up to look like what we have here, I simply go through and do some merging, putting cells together. So what I did here is I single clicked in this cell, and then I'm holding shift with my keyboard and I'm clicking again on that next cell, and then I'll go to table layout and I'll click merge. I'll do the same over here, a single click there, holding shift, click, 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 click. I've selected all of those 5 cells and I'm going to merge them. And there it is. I now have my split down here that's separated from these split up here. And it's basically exactly what I need to have this layout achieved. Okay, and then at that point, I do have a final version of this. If I copy, I'm going to use Control-C and come over here and paste and pick up the extra space afterwards and come back to my final over here, triple click this cell. Let me just highlight, there we go. Grab the info in that cell, copy, come back over here to my start, click in this cell and paste. Pick up the extra space in the bottom, right click on this URL, which was automatically generated, and remove link. And now I almost have what we want. I'm going to highlight this. It's already centered, but I want it centered vertically in the cell. That's under table layout in the align group. I now have that aligned. And finally, I will hold shift and click this next cell, come up to table design, cell shading, and choose this light gray. And I have basically achieved what I'm trying to achieve in this example, especially knowing that at the end I'm going to remove all these borders. So sorry for the confusion on that. Just go through the process of merging these 3 cells at first. I'll do it one more time here quickly. Grab these, table layout, merge. Inside, I'm already inside that cell again. Now I'm going to split them. I'm going to go to 6 or any variation, but at that time it was moved to 4. Then once I have a split basically where I need it, I can grab the extra cells and merge them. And now I've got a separate split that I can do what I want to do with. Notice that this one is aligned with that one down there. But that's how you do it in Microsoft Word 365. Sorry for the confusion. Send me any questions you have. Have a great day.